Once again, hello, this is Brent Eckley, and I am going to cover how to add a client to the Zoho CRM program, as well as how to send a email confirmation to that client. So the first step is for you to go to crm.zoho.com. From there, you're going to want to hit the sign in button, and then put in the username and password that I should have already supplied you with. You will then get the screen to come up similar to this here. You're going to want to first search for the client that we're trying to send the email confirmation to. In this situation, we're going to call it myself. So we're going to search for my name simply by putting it into this search bar over here on this side, and then hit the enter button, which will automatically search for every contact that has something in there about Brent. And I'm going to hit the refresh button just so that it's there again. But you're going to see all the different contacts that we have with this name Brent in it. That can sometimes mean their address, that can mean their email address, that can mean their name, all those kinds of different things. So you want to search for whoever that client is. If they do not come up on the screen as you see here, you're going to want, and when I say that, I mean that you don't see a Brent Eckley here. Nowhere on this page do you see Brent Eckley. So what you're going to want to do is hit the plus button here for create. Then you're going to hit contact. Now, for email confirmations, they always have to be a contact. So real quickly, if they are listed, if you come up with the name here in the search, and it matches somebody that is a lead, you will then have to click on their name and convert them to be a contact. If you have questions about how to do that, please get with me. We're not going to cover that on this video, but simply, if it's a new customer, they've never been put into our database, you don't see their name here, you're going to hit contact up here underneath the plus button. The main thing that we have to have for all the information in order to send a customer correspondence is they have to have a real estate agency they're associated with. They have to have a first name, last name, and then the most important thing here is their email address. I would love to have as much information on this screen that you can get, but those are the main fields that we have to have. So these top four fields we have to have in order to do that. So one way to do that is to just, we're going to type in, okay, Brent's with Quick Picks, right? You can also hit this little button here to see other real estate agencies with Quick Picks in their name, and you can just search for it. And then you can select it. That'll automatically put this contact under the correct real estate agency name. If it's a real estate agency that we've never done business with before, just go ahead and type it in there. It will ask you if you want to create that as a new agency. You just select yes. Then we're going to put the person's name. So Brent Eckley, and I've got an email address already. I do have a phone number already in the system here for them, so that's great. If you want to put the rest of the information in there, if you got it, then that's awesome as well. Anyway, at the bottom, go ahead and hit the save button. That brings you to the screen here. Again, this will be the same screen if you already selected them as a pre-made contact. It'll look exactly the same as what you see here. If it's a new one, it automatically takes you to that contact. From here, we want to hit the Send Mail button. Send Mail button brings up simply an email form that we're going to try to send to that customer. And it's, for all intent and purposes, blank right now, but it does say that it's coming from, as default, from contact@quickpicks.net. Do not change that unless you've been instructed. And then it has their email address here. Now we just want to simply select the correct template. And in other videos and other things that I've taught you guys, there's all kinds of different templates that need to be used for emails. For this particular purpose, we're just trying to send them email confirmation of their appointment. So the one that you want to select is scheduled photo shoot, either prepaid or regular. It's pretty self-explanatory. If it's somebody that's already paid for a photo shoot, say they bought a package deal from us or whatnot and it's already been paid, then you would select that. If this is a brand new order, they've never paid us any money for the photo shoot, then you want to hit select regular. Both templates have the exact same information that you have to input it into it. The body of the email is the only thing that is different based off of whether or not they have paid. So the information that you need to put in there is the package that they're purchasing. In this situation, we're going to call it a tutor. We're going to put the day and the time of the appointment. So May 11th, 2016 is just our example that we're using, and we're calling it 1 p.m. Okay. Next, you're going to put the location. This is the address the realtor has given you. Hopefully you've already put this on the bookings page and you've already put it on the Google Calendar. This would be your next step after doing all of that. So if you don't have an address, then that means you probably haven't done all those other things, and we need to go back to doing those things first. For this purpose, we're going to use 123 ABC Way in Hewitt, Texas. One thing that I want to point out to you is that it's very, very important just for aesthetic purposes to a client. They're going to see this email address on their email, and we want to make sure that it lines up with what standard addressing looks like to the rest of the world, which real quickly what that covers is obviously the house numbers first, then the street name with a capital letter starting the street, then the state, the city that it's in with a capital letter, and then the state, which is two capital letters. So you're going to want to make sure you put all that in there. The next thing to do is go ahead and copy that actual address and add it to the end of the subject line. The reason why we do that is so that real quickly they can identify what this scheduled photo shoot is for in the subject line when they see it in their email box, and they know exactly what they're looking for. This is important for clients that use us a lot, and if we just put scheduled photo shoot, they're going to have to dig through all of the ones that say scheduled photo shoot to actually find the actual address for this appointment. So if we put it in the subject line, it makes it much easier for them to identify. And then lastly, just go ahead and hit the send button. When you hit the send button, it will automatically say loading, and it will say sent email when it's done. And that completes sending them the email confirmation. And hopefully you can move on to the next video, which would be adding the photo shoot listing to our listings page on the QuickPix website. So toggle down through the videos until you find that one, and make sure that you watch it to put that listing in there. Thank you, and have a great day.